silent! Be still!
Always stream with the.
That's why mine are always black.
Hereafter, so that we remember our bonds, we shall always come together in a circle.
It's not so much chill. We hit so many different topics and jump all over.
To hear and tell of deeds good and brave.
You went full cookie puss.
Hey, I'll just what?
I will build a round table where this fellowship shall meet.
So that's why it's the round table. We're all equals here.
Well, at least I'm not pulling a rickshaw.
Remember it well then, this night, so that in the years ahead, you can say, I was there that night.
There's a lot of shots being fired.
And it sounded like somebody was sucking down their microphone like a slack jaw bundle of sticks.
Whoa, there's no gay frogs here.
Good and evil, there never is one without the other.
Where hides evil then in my kingdom?
Always where you never expect it.
It passes through Antifa ranks. It smells like cat piss and kitty litter.
Yeah.
And patchouli. I know a few YouTubers who smell like that.
And look upon this moment. Savory. Rejoice with great gladness.
And welcome to the round table.
For it is the doom of men that they forget.
Hello and welcome to the Sunday Roundtable. Tonight we have Betek Bojan. He's going to be my co-host. How you doing, Tina?
I'm doing pretty well. It's been a nice, restful week. I had to work, but then there was nobody in the office, so I got stuff done. It was amazing.
Oh, nice. Right? I love it when it's like that. Nice and quiet, and you get a whole bunch done.
Exactly. I'm hoping that for this coming week too. So I'm excited.
Well, fingers crossed. That's for damn sure. And I hope you did have a very nice Christmas.
We had a wonderful Christmas. It was just pretty much the four of us. The boys weren't feeling well, and so we didn't want to go over to his parents' house and get them sick. And my mom and my sisters and their families spent Christmas over in Orlando for kind of like a Christmas at Disney kind of thing.
Nice.
So,
That's good.
yeah, they're all coming back tonight, so they had a lot of fun too.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, the holidays, it's usually pretty nice. And I know it's an evil corporation, blah, blah, blah. But if you actually get to go to those parks and stuff, if you're in the area or you happen to take a trip, it is a nice experience anyway, I think. But
Absolutely. Yeah, we took the boys there when they were very young. We were there over Christmas, and it was just magical for them. I mean, I still, they're all big kids now, but
yeah.
that's when my little boy fell in love with Winnie the Pooh, and that was his thing for many, many years. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, bother. Hello, Piglet. Not Piglet, but Brutal. How you doing, Brutal?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I'm pretty close to Piglet. I did.
Oh. Are you also pantsless?
Oh, maybe.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and I hope, at least your Christmas was pleasant.
Well,
at the very least.
it wasn't. It's nothing bad happened.
Well, that's good. Then. All right, we'll
nothing
chalk
great.
it up as a
Nothing
win.
great, but nothing bad happened. So
yeah. We had some good eats. It was fairly simple, but there's some stuff I can't talk about on air that it's family related stuff that was kind of funny, but it is what it is. But tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about the that trash fire of the new Superman movie with James Gunn, and everyone knows how we feel about James Gunn here. Not a fan at all. And then we're gonna get into some of that Elon Vivek stuff again, because Friday we were having a good discussion, but I had to run. I had to take care of some family stuff, so I wrapped that one up a little bit early. But I thought we'd continue that today. But Chris and Draven are both, they didn't show. I'm sure there's other stuff going on too. Again, it's the holidays, so no one's feet are to the fire. They never are. But I want to say a quick hello out there. Adam Shawhan, first one in the chat tonight at around 5:30. So yeah, man, thank you, brother. Lurch also in the house. How you doing, Lurch? Hope your Christmas went well. Yeah, and I hope everything is going all right. We got Iceman Modeler. He was in earlier. Yeah, Super Crybaby. Yeah, we are going to be talking about that because yeah, bad reviews already for the test screenings. So yeah, called it. So we got William in the house too. How you doing, brother? Hope all is going well and that you had a fantastic Christmas. And yeah, to those I won't see, Happy New Year, man. Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Yeah, this is the last Sunday of 2024, so I didn't want to miss this stream. I want to make sure that we got in there, one last hoorah. And yeah, tonight we are streaming on YouTube, on X, thanks to Chris Fisk. Thank you again, brother. That was a great gift. And to Rumble. So yeah, awesome to see everybody. Captain Outis, he's over on the Rumble side, speaking of which. So yeah, round tablers assemble. That's right. Yeah. And there's Chris. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, brother.
I was moving a mattress.
That'll teach you. What did you learn?
Lift with the legs. That's what.
Yeah. No, Amazon decided to ship it to a neighbor instead of me. So.
That's always fun.
Yeah, the poor guy had that thing. He's like kept calling, and we were playing phone tag. Like he was always out when I was in, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I kind of like to get this out of my garage." I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming over now."
I wonder if that whole mistake that they delivered to the wrong place had anything to do with H1B. Never mind. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Oh yes.
But yeah, Tommy's in the house as well. How you doing, Tommy?
Oh, I have a funny
what's that?
I have a funny UPS story.
Oh yeah.
My son was all excited. They got a donation of this $500,000 piece of equipment for their lab at school, and they were flying in all these guys from overseas. They're going to show them how to use the equipment. It was so cool, and it was the first time these guys were visiting the States, so I was getting more and more excited. And then they watched the piece of equipment was getting taken off the truck by the forklift, and it fell off the back of the truck and smashed into a bazillion pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was quite sad. So were all the people who flew in to do the training, and yeah, it was not cool.
That is terrible stuff right there. Yeah,
I had some unskilled labor, huh?
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I had some stories. I think I told them on Friday, but they might have been off air. I can't recall. But yeah, my cousin told me a couple of crazy Christmas ones that she encountered. One at a dollar store and another one out on the street. And people are getting very bold. I'll say that.
And they're not shy of sharing their fecal excrements every
No,
day.
they're not. Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah. All right. We're there. So we'll say. So my cousin walked into a dollar store. Chris heard this one a couple of times already. No, it's not a joke. This actually happened. And there was a homeless guy who was, he just started grabbing things off the shelf and filling his pockets. And he goes, "They ain't going to need this shit." And he just started filling his pockets. Then on the way out, he grabs a candy bar and he just starts eating it in the store as he walks out, like he owns the place. A few minutes later, she hears something by on the window. She turns around and there's a hand that's waving back and forth, like he just slammed into the window and was waving back and forth, and something was being left behind. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he defecated in his own hand and then smeared it all over the window.
Yeah, just like at the gorilla house. When you're at the zoo and they're flinging projectiles.
I probably shouldn't have said this story until we left YouTube, but
not okay.
I don't care. I don't like if that's. How do I say this? At that point, your ethnicity or your background doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I agree.
You're subhuman at that point, regardless of your race.
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, and then she went up to the manager lady there by the register, and She goes, "Did you see what just happened?" He goes, "I ain't dealing with that guy again. I don't care." She's like, "You saw what's all over the window, and it can stay there."
Oh wow.
Yeah, unbelievable. But we weren't done saying hello to the fine folks out there. Keely, what's up, man? Hope you had a great Christmas. Yeah, hold on. There's Monotony. Yeah. Oh shit, man. It's wild out there. It's wild. If you got a minute, yeah, swing on by. He did send me something to show on air as well, so we're gonna be playing that probably when we leave the YouTube portion. I'm debating if I'm gonna be playing that on the X. Yeah, what the hell? Why not? The lovely Sherry also in the house. Hey, how you doing, Sherry? Thank you for popping in. Sorry for that Christmas story. It's just.
God bless us, everyone.
Yeah, right. We got Soul Assassin in the house as well. How you doing, brother? Always good to see you. Hope everyone did have a fantastic Christmas. That neighbor would have kept the mattress if it wasn't good. Yeah, you did luck out. Holy crap, man. Amazing. To Hilm 29, how you doing, brother? Good seeing you. Chris was saying hello to everyone out there in the chat. And Keely, of course. Let me see. Hope I didn't miss anybody yet. But yeah, like I said, there's a few topics we'll be hitting. In fact, I should actually share my screen because here is a title card. So here we go. Here is the new Superman, who he's already in tears. And behind him is Henry Cavill with his eyes glowing, ready to shoot through his head to show you who the true Superman actually was. Thank you very much. And in the last bunch of years, I would say that Henry Cavill's Superman is the far superior one. It's just too bad that the script wasn't better for Man of Steel and the other films, because he was, and to me, still is, a fantastic Superman. He just wasn't given the proper material to really pull off the hopeful stuff. And it's a shame because they were about to do it. But, yep, the old rug got pulled out from under them. But don't worry, that old Pedialyte fella, James Gunn, he's not doing so great. They said the test screenings for this film are coming back very, very poorly. Best they could kind of compare it to, I think they said, was like the original Mummy movie, but not as entertaining and not as good.
Oh gosh,
it has flavors of that. The original Mummy movie, for what it was okay, but it feels, they said, like almost like a dated kind of piece, like that superhero kind of genre that's done poorly, from what I'm hearing. People want reshoots, and it looks like that's not going to happen because Gunn is he's also full of himself, as we all know. And so like I said, first of all, you don't take out probably the best Superman we've had in a couple of decades to replace him with a carbon copy that ain't so great. And then the first trailer you drop is a defeated Superman who sounds like he needs an asthma pump. That's how it starts. Why would you want to be hopeful with Superman, and that's how you start the new trailer?
It's demoralization propaganda.
Exactly. And then throughout the trailer, he's getting cans thrown at his head. You got other C and D list superheroes coming to his aid. It just looks ridiculous. And his Clark Kent looks like it's going to be even goofier and more retarded and twink-like than anything we've seen on camera before. So, I'm happy it's a huge fail already. But we know the usual suspects are going to, first they overhype the shit out of it after hating everything. Then they're going to go see the film, watch it so you don't have to, air quotations, and then cry about it for months and months and months and months at a time.
And provide free marketing for it.
Yep. That's usually how that works, because any publicity is good publicity. So that's why we're only kind of skating along it right now. I am not going to be talking about this movie when it comes out because I'm not going to see this movie. I am out. I've said it from day one with these people, and I don't support anyone who does stuff to the youngins or has a bunch of friends who were arrested, over a dozen of them, for certain crimes against youngins, but yet he's able to head an entire division and company over at Warner Brothers. So funny how that works.
Dan Schneider. No.
Sorry, you didn't see me, but I was sipping tea just like Kermit the Frog. You know?
Yeah, back to where you came.
Wait, don't finish that. So yeah, I think it's hilarious though, because like I said, man, we're gonna see the usual shit as always from all the same fucking stupid YouTubers. But like I said, over here we try to at least drop more common sense because we're all sick of this crap. We all know what it is, and there's no pussyfooting about regarding this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to find anything redeeming out of the trailer. I mean, I thought crypto looked pretty good, but that was really it. I mean, or at least with the Flash, I could go, well, at least we're getting Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Yeah. Over here we got that was the draw. We get Nathan Fillion as a Green Lantern, but the wrong one, and he looks like and boy, tell me that didn't look like CW level ridiculousness. With his Mo Howard haircut and oh my God, Guy Gardner. That Nathan Fillion was born to play Hal Jordan, and you get him as Guy Gardner.
Yeah, you should have done it 25 years ago, though. But right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
It's like Nathan Drake. Like, why was he denied Nathan Drake for so long?
Exactly, dude. After one of the streams that we had done, I showed Trina and Adam that that fan made thing where he actually played him. It was like 14 minutes long or something. And she didn't even know what it was. Like I played a couple of trailers of the games afterwards. She was like, "Wow, this was great." Played that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I would watch a full movie of that." And this is again someone who never played those games, had no idea what the hell the thing was about, and was thoroughly entertained with 14 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But Suits in Hollywood, that thing I think it got like around 8 million views or something. Again, you have huge numbers on this stuff, but what did they do? They picked Tom Holland, and they went with the super young, teenage-looking version of these people. Oh my God! I think Tom Holland's going to be typecast for probably the next 25 years, as long as he doesn't lose his hair. He's going to be playing a team for the rest of his life.
Yep. He's going to be the twink, the Hollywood twink.
Yeah, because what is he, like 5'8"?
Yeah.
At best. 5'7", 5'8". Like, yeah, we're going to make him a superhero. Oh God. Yeah. I wish that one kid never had passed away. What the hell was his name again? He got run over by his own car.
Anton Yelchin?
Yes, that dude. Anton Yelchin.
Yeah, that guy was awesome, man. I love that dude.
He's the one that they were eyeing for Spider-Man, for Peter Parker.
He was an authentic Russian-speaking freaking Chekhov.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Every movie I've seen that guy in, he did a fantastic job. Even if the movie was so-so or kind of crappy, he did a great job. And he had a very unique look about him and everything. And it would have worked. And I believe he's at least 3 or 4 inches taller than Tom Holland.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Buck.
The only benefit to Tom Holland being so short is that we didn't have to have Iron Man wearing lifts to be taller than him.
This is true. Yeah, he was walking around with what was it, like an extra 5 inches?
Yeah.
I saw one of the behind the scenes, and it looked like he was like wearing giant platforms like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It was like half sneaker, and the rest of the thing was like
kirtlets.
Holy crap! Remember they used to dig out the ditches for taller actresses when like Tom Cruise made movies, and he'd be walking on the soapboxes and stuff, little cartons, the crates.
That's so sad.
Yeah. So hilarious, but Hollywood, they love these tiny guys for some reason. I don't know. But it's wild. But, yeah, so there's our Superman conversation. Anyone else have anything to say about this one before we probably X out YouTube? Yeah, right.
It's like like why are we doing this again?
Great question. Yeah, why are we doing this again? Jeez. But it's Hollywood, and I from what I understand, they said this is their last kind of Hail Mary as well. So with gun stuff, if it falls apart, crossing fingers that it does, they're going to have to make other drastic moves, and we might have other companies actually taking hold and making these movies. Because from what I understand, they said they want to license them out to other movie houses if this fails. So Warner Brothers, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Much like Sony with all the Spider-Man shit, with all those spinoffs, and everything that just shit the bed completely. Because hey, guess what? You didn't put Spider-Man into these movies. How do you have a Kraven the Hunter movie not put Spider-Man in? You have 3 Venom movies. You don't put Spider-Man in it. And the second one, you teed it up to have him in there. Nope. We're gonna pull the rug out from all the fans, and instead we're gonna have a dance number with Mrs. Chen that makes zero
menopausal
sense.
Asian woman.
Yeah, because everyone. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I wanted to see Mrs. Chen instead of Spider-Man fighting Venom in a full-length film.
You can have Spider-Man or Mrs. Chen.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet those suits were they were sitting there like in the boardroom meeting, like on The Simpsons, when they were trying to come up with the new pandemic, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna do a vote. Spider-Man, Mrs. Chen," and that's where the vote went. It went to Mrs. Chen.
She starts talking about her bodily functions. Like,
right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Avi Arad was doing lines, and he's like, "Yeah, Mrs. Chen sounds great. Well, maybe we give her a spin-off movie."
Yeah. Enter the dentures, like.
Holy crap! I don't know. And yeah, I saw Venom 3 because someone posted it up on YouTube for free, and I'm like, okay. I threw it on in the background as I was working, and my jaw just kept hitting the table. Like I just kept hearing this. Yeah, I just kept hearing this sound. It's just over and over, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And it was my jaw. But speaking of which, we got another great person in the house. We got Scotsman. How you doing, bro?
Hey.
Greetings.
Greetings, my friend. I hope your Christmas was well.
My Christmas was fantastic.
Sweet.
It's pretty good. My son was in town from the Navy, so
nice.
We got to have him there for 2 weeks, and he is off to serve on a pre-commissioned JFK aircraft carrier.
Oh wow!
Wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
dude, that is sweet.
Yeah,
nice.
So,
yeah, I'm glad everyone's having a good time and he's safe and everything's all right. So that's wonderful, man. Got to count those blessings all the way.
Hell yeah.
Because I know a lot of us not so lucky with stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy news happened to a lot of us right before the holidays and hitting it, and so
count our blessings.
No, I can't stay long, but I'm here for the rare occasion to disagree with all of you.
Oh no.
Did you see the test screening?
No, I didn't. But here's the thing. I don't like James Gunn. First off, let me be straight away. I
refuse to support anything from this guy because of his other activities.
I don't know what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he said. He said some vile shit.
Oh, yeah.
And he tried to backtrack it with just jokes. It's just edgy jokes.
Well, one thing to know 100%. His name came up in multiple cases, and there's at least a dozen of his close personal friends who went to those Pedialyte parties that he hosted where he dressed as a priest and all that, who were all arrested for the same exact crime to youngins.
Right.
So, what is it? It's the company you keep thing? I'm just saying.
You lay down with the dogs, you come up with fleas, my friend.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
this
saying.
is just an opinion and my speculations, but for that alone, I don't trust the guy. I do not want to support the guy, not for nothing.
Right.
But,
now, here's where the disagreement comes in. All right. So I personally am a Christopher Reeves fan as Superman. There will never be another Superman as good as Christopher Reeves. That's just, it's kind of like hard-coded in my head as a little boy. You know, I was born in the 70s.
So far, I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah,
I haven't diverged yet.
Yes.
So Superman being my favorite character of Superman and Wolverine are my two favorite characters. I am a mix of my personality is a mix of those two characters. You know what I mean? Begrudgingly try to be heroic, but at the end of the day, the moral compass always wins out.
You're a feral animal, yes.
That's right. That's right. You know, there's nothing in my beard, right? Okay.
I got Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Batman in my pantheon there.
Right. So that's kind of where I come from. Now, I did not like Henry Cavill as Superman. I like Henry Cavill as an actor.
Yeah.
I think he's a passionate actor. You can see it come through in The Witcher. You can see it come through in his passion towards getting that, Warhammer 40K stuff done. You can see it in all the projects he plays. He's a Warcraft player like me. You know what I mean? I respect a lot of what he's doing and has done. I didn't like him as Superman because Superman is as a character, as a facial actor, someone who's the facial acting, you always exude hope. No matter what's happening, when you look at Christopher Reeves, no matter how dire the situation, he exuded hope. He embodied that, right? And the S on his chest doesn't mean super in Kryptonian, it means hope.
Right.
Like it's the symbol of hope, right?
Yep.
So Superman at all times should exude that quality as a character. Henry Cavill to me never did that. He was always angry. And I know people always say like the Snyder side and all the Man of Steel and all the recent movies, they're all written for a darker tone.
Which I did not like that either. I agree with you on that.
Don't like that.
For me, I thought there were elements all over Man of Steel where he wanted to come through and do the hopefulness. And he said it in other interviews. That's what he was hoping to do. And it just kept going the other way. And when The Rock was supposed to actually run everything, not James Gunn, but his 2 movies flopped. That's why he brought back in the end credits to Black Adam, because they wanted to do the hopeful Superman. He wanted to finally do it, and he was so excited for it. That's why I was so pissed, because he never got the chance to play it the way he wanted to. There were elements of it in Man of Steel. It was non-existent in the Batman versus Superman. Non-existent.
Right.
And that movie.
Well, first off, Batman versus Superman is a fucking stupid premise. Superman would launch him into orbit and he would be dead. Let's not pretend. He planned for that. Batman would plan for that. He would have some way to survive in space and get his way. No, he wouldn't. Batman could.
We never needed that on screen, to be quite honest.
Come on.
Because again, I'm not a Snyder purist either, or none of that shit. It's tell a good story, make sure we care about these characters, and represent them the way that we wanted to see them.
Well,
it's not that complicated.
Well, with all that said, though, I mean, so regardless of what we think of Henry, Cavill, as far as going forward, I think that the choice they've made in their suit design and all that stuff has been kind of a step down. Like, I actually preferred Brandon Routh. Like, I didn't like a lot of the writing, but I liked how he kind of like aped a lot of the Christopher Reeve stuff. And yeah, I agree with you.
Tried.
Yeah, he tried, but like. The idea was that it was that optimistic, like it was the pre-anti-hero stuff, that we see today where everything is like very deconstructed and dour.
Yeah.
Like it was still that optimistic,
for sure,
uplifting thing.
And but on top of all that, just to put a pin in for a second, Brandon Routh was also being harassed, we'll say, by that director during the filming of that film.
Oh God.
That's why he got a second chance to do it on television when they did those crossovers. And I gotta say, I did see a couple of those crossovers, and he was fantastic as the Superman. I thought he did a great job as he was older.
The little Hello Kitty puffy paint S that they had stuck on the front of his chest that stuck off like 5 inches.
That was weird.
That was weird. I mean, it was too small and it was too thick. It was like Flavor Flav would have worn that around his neck on a chain. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It was ridiculous.
Well, just to finish what I was saying though, the idea is that regardless of what we think of the past, I don't like what they're moving forward with. Like, and that's just from the trailer. So I'm gonna you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yep.
But they have done everything they can to make this guy look wimpy. Even in the super suit, it's all baggy and like wrinkly, and like they're going to do an ensemble thing in a Superman movie, and that I don't like. Like Superman should be Superman. This should be like he is the primary paragon. He is the protagonist, and he is up against a bad guy. This one, it looks like, and again, I could be wrong, so take it with a grain of salt. But it feels more like, he's being bested, and he needs to rely on others to help him. And I don't like that. Like, and that's just my general idea from the teaser. I could be completely off, but that's my thing: the aesthetic of the suit and the idea that he needs help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at his Kryptonian name. Superman's Kryptonian name is Kal-El. El in Hebrew is a euphemism for God.
Yeah.
Yep.
right? The Schuster family. I mean, they weren't. They
L'chaim!
right.
Chris's people.
Yeah. So
Detroit.
Jor-El, Kal-El, right?
Yep.
So there's baked into the cake there that you can't avoid. So let me get to the disagreement here.
Okay.
So I heard there was a trailer coming out, and I thought, oh, here we go.
Very hopeful. Sorry.
Well, at the same time, it's like reminded me of the dude from the X-Files, the smoker, the guy who was always,
Yeah.
Smoking man, yeah.
right.
His asthma pump.
So I'm generally not a fan of seeing Superman beat down or compromised, like the animated movie where he fights Black Adam. And that Black Adam kicks the living shit out of him to start with, and then Billy Batson's trying to fight him as Shazam, and he's getting his ass beat, and then Superman comes back stronger and ends up winning. So generally, I don't like seeing Superman get beat up. It kind of makes me feel bad, like ugh. And so when they open the trailer with him on the ground, like bleeding, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And then I'm like, oh, he's struggling for breath because he crashed. Okay, well, typically, the Earth's atmosphere and the sun keeps him shielded from damage, so him crashing into the Earth, I don't think would fuck him up too bad. So he must have taken damage on the way down, like from something knocked him out of the sky. So there's a fight that happened,
or knocked him across the planet somehow.
Something caused him to like get pummeled into the ground. So he was probably that way before he hit the ground. But so like right away, I'm on my heels, and these motherfuckers got me. They got me. You know how they got me? And it's the stupidest thing. And I know you touched on it briefly.
Yeah.
Back in the 2000s when I was inking Superman, Crypto was introduced and pretty I fell in love with that dog.
And that's the thing with James Gunn. He knows how to pull out the heartstrings for certain things.
Got me with that.
And see, what we're saying is don't fall for that shit, because his recipe is the same everywhere. He takes C&D list characters and he tries to cram them down our throat to make them mainstream, because he figures it's cheaper to deal with that stuff, and then we could give good spin-offs and blah, blah, blah. He has other motives, and I'm not proud of it. His films.
I'm not proud of it.
I know.
But I'll tell you what,
boy. I know.
But I'll tell you what. This is how you know that this is how you know that I'm not just a hater. I'm not saying you guys are being haters. You guys have legit fucking arguments, right?
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you on the merits of your arguments.
Right.
I'm saying that I allowed myself to get suckered by a dog.
Well, come on, it is a dog. I mean,
dogs are fantastic.
Dude, I'm sitting there.
Yeah, you're holding on to that hope that, like you were talking about, you're holding on to that hope. So
right.
Wrong with that, right?
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching and I'm like, oh man, he's got fucked up. Something happened, and then he slowly like starts whistling. I'm like, what is he? Oh my god! And I see this of like snow, and I'm like, no. And then you see like Crypto plowing through the snow and coming up to him. My smile, like cartoonishly, like got wider than my face. And I was like, oh my god, they're doing it. They're bringing in Crypto.
Well, it was a 1-2 punch, because you're also a dog owner.
I have a white dog. I have a very large white dog.
Yes.
With a big eye patch.
Yeah.
Big black eye patch.
Which, again, that dog is beautiful. And I know Tina also has a beautiful little puppy.
Right.
So I get it.
Then they double subverted my expectations and then took the wind out of my sails when they showed Clark Kent with Jonas Brothers bangs. And I was like, oh God, no.
Yeah. He looks like a super twink. He's
like,
a very
dude,
twinky fellow.
Like Clark Kent is Midwestern, kind of like he's dapper, but yet kind of farm boy dapper in a way. Yeah. So, he he's got a lot of class to him, but he's obviously being silly because he doesn't want anybody to figure out who he is. He's always bumbling, messing stuff up.
Yeah, he's
and
doing
and
it over the top.
and part of it is like, the whole idea of imagine walking around in a world made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
Like if I make a wrong move, someone dies. Literally without me even trying. So it's like, imagine what that would be like to have that level of power in every move you make. So so I had a moment of overwhelming hope whenever they showed Crypto. I guess I took the bait. And so my current stance is I am cautiously hopeful. That is an abomination.
You mic me.
When I saw Nathan Fillion with that goofy ass bowl cut, I about bruised my face from the head palm.
Look, we had Hal Jordan,
and
you did this to him. Guy Gardner, probably the worst lantern we've ever seen in the pages. That's what you do to this guy who was born to play Hal Jordan. You shit all over him, and this is what you give.
No, but notice in this scene though, you've got Hawk Girl behind him.
Yeah,
you got like Mr. Terrific or whatever. We're looking at an ensemble here.
Yeah,
and to me, that I hate this about modern storytelling in media, where you have I don't know, what is it? The titular, the eponymous character, like in Super Mario Brothers, they had to backseat Luigi to put Princess Peach in. In this, and they got a backseat freaking Superman to shove in like Black Girl Magic or whatever the hell else they're going to put in here. And it's like, I don't think you understand what Superman is. Like you were saying, like they got the element, like he is the ultimate paragon. He is the symbol of hope. He is the throw whatever bad shit you got, and he's going to be the one protecting us from it.
Yeah.
Not he needs help. Let's throw in a bunch of whoop 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 whoop. Like character.
You triggered Tommy.
No. No.
Oh no.
I think I redeemed my take. I think I validated my take.
And again, I can clearly see because again, I have another friend who no matter what doesn't matter. He's going to see this movie. He's a diehard Superman fan as well. He doesn't care if James Gunn took a whole school bus full of youngins. He's still gonna go see this movie.
Sounds like he sounds like what's his face, Sam Harris.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't care if he took a school bus full of.
Yeah, it's something that I'm like, all right, we can't have this conversation. I need to walk away now before I do something violent. It's that type of thing. But and again, I'm not going to fault him because again, he loves these characters more than anything, and I get it. I do get it. But for me personally, I can't go near this thing. Don't want to go near it. It looks like a dumpster fire, and the test screenings are proving it. They're saying that it's coming back, and everyone's like, "This is awful, mediocre at best to awful." So
I just need my if somebody said nope, the ensemble cast isn't here to backseat Superman. It would assuage, a little bit of the concern, but honestly, modern storytelling seems to target things that it's the Yuri Bezmenov thing, everything you were taught is good is now bad and weak, and it's like, dude, this is Superman, it's like, look what they did to He-Man,
Yeah.
And
he took the German cross off of his chest.
Yeah, boy. But just that idea of the deconstructionism, the demoralization, and maybe my fears are completely unfounded. Maybe it's just
telling my kids this is Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that the one that started the cult?
Oh shit! This is the one from what's that movie? American Psycho. His secretary.
Oh yeah. Got the 1970s Joey Lawrence penis haircut. Remember Twiggy? Beady.
Yeah.
That's priceless.
Fillion looks like the dude from Mad TV, who's the grown-up child. I forget
what I can do. Oh, Stuart.
Yeah.
I had that haircut when I was a little kid.
Tommy, you're not wrong. I mean, that's the thing that sucks. It's like certain people, no matter what, just because of the branding or whatever they're connected to. And I know, some of these things, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, you can't help it. fans of the stuff is just going to be all over it. Someone finally did a proper one. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's the Mo Howard.
No.
Oh shit.
Why does that look like the guy from the '70s show, The Neighbor, behind him?
Oh yeah, this one does. Pinciati.
Oh.
Mr. Pinciati.
It looks like fucking Buddy Hackett.
You know what, my
friends?
Yeah.
This is my good friend, Guy Gardner.
That's a great imitation of Buddy Hackett.
Yep. You good.
You gotta get that lift to the side of the mouth.
Yeah, you gotta turn it to the side.
ETV, how you doing, man? He looks like a poser. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with all this shit, but yeah, it's like all signs are pointing at that bad. So not surprised. Like I said, I think James Gunn has always been overrated. There's a handful of his things that I'm like, it was kind of okay. I go back and try to rewatch some of his shit. I can't. And certain things stand out now like a sore thumb, which is even more messed up.
And even then, as I remember correctly, most of the good stuff, the quote unquote good stuff, is the stuff they put in the commercials, which doesn't even make it into the movie.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes Final Cut doesn't make it.
Yeah, they always do that. It's crazy. But like even his like the Superman costume itself, like I don't like it at all. They went with the like new 52 design with the high collar.
It's bulky.
Like,
it
never
looks
mind.
like
Never mind the diapers. All right, we all know. Again, it's going to be the red pants discussion. Like we've had that a million times.
It looks like it doesn't fit him.
Yeah,
it looks like a pair of Dickies, like a Dickies work clothes. With a Superman emblem on it.
It really does.
He's like pushing a dolly in front of him. Hey, we gotta move this.
Like you could just get on a creeper and go right underneath a car and just change some oil in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's ready to work.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, there's some more of the stupid thing. Like again, in what universe is like he's not supposed to have a high collar like that? And then
does he have a pack of smokes rolled up on his sleeve on his tricep right there?
Yeah, all that dumb padding they put on him.
It looks like.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't thrill me. I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled either. These costumes look like shit too on both of them.
Oh, isn't Hot Girl supposed to be hot?
She's supposed to be.
Well, yeah.
I guess they didn't get the memo.
Gone through a lot of changes over the years, and
she looks 5'0" there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan Fillion's a big guy to begin with, but yeah, she looks even smaller. And again, they can't help themselves with doing the other. All right, I'm gonna close out YouTube because I'm gonna probably say shit that's gonna offend. So I'm closing out YouTube right now, folks. Everyone, just go to X or go to Rumble. Copy. Let me drop this in here. Here is the paste. There is the Rumble link for those fine individuals who, if you have, if you want to join us with the rest of this conversation and where else we're going to go, because we're going to get a little political as well, because there are certain things that were said recently that spit in the face of a lot of Americans. So I would definitely want to hit some of that. So everyone, please jump on over there. Let me stop sharing the screen for a minute because we don't need to keep that up. We know how bad these costumes are at this point. But yeah, closing out YouTube.